Hello, I'm Roy Caudill, Glacial Lakes District Superintendent. It's really good to be with you again this year as we take this Lenten journey together. As you know, the Cabinet is reading and studying the book The Way by Adam Hamilton. In that book, Adam lifts up 3 stories in chapter 4 that all take place in or on the Sea of Galilee. The first is the calling of the disciples. The second is when the disciples and Jesus are in a boat on the sea and a storm rages against them. And the third is when the disciples are in the boat at night when a storm comes up and Jesus comes walking towards them on the water. In 1998, my wife and I had the wonderful privilege of taking that trip of a lifetime to the Holy Lands. And on the very first day, our guide took us up to the Golan Heights. And when I say up, I really mean up because it is quite high. From those heights, we were able to look over the Sea of Galilee. We could see those places where Jesus conducted most of his ministry. Coming down from the Golan Heights, our guide pointed out a hillside. And she said that on that hillside, that was the place where Jesus encountered the man possessed by the legion of demons. And if you know that story, you know he cast those demons out. They went into a herd of swine, and the swine went down the hillside and into the sea where they were drowned. She also pointed out to us that today, wild swine still live on that hillside. As we consider the 3 stories, I want us to look at the one where Jesus said to the disciples, "Let us go to the other side." And they got into a boat, and out on the Sea of Galilee, Jesus is asleep in the boat. And a great storm comes up, and the boat is taking on water, and they think they're going to be swamped, and they wake Jesus up, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" And he gets up, he rebukes the wind and the waves. He says, "Peace, be still." He says to the disciples, basically, "Where is your faith? Why don't you trust me?" And the disciples say to one another, "Who is this that even the wind and the waves obey him?" This year, I'd like us to consider this story in light of 5 questions. 5 questions that apply to our own individual spiritual lives, and I've been asking these questions of myself lately, and questions that every local church could ask of themselves. The first question is this: what is our near shore? What is our current reality? The second question is, Jesus says to us, let's go to the other side. So what is that other side for each of us? For Jesus, it was a man who needed healing. For Jesus, it was Gentiles. It was those people who were unchurched, if you will. It was people where there was an opportunity to make more disciples. What is that other side for us? The third question is, how will we get there? For the disciples, it was a boat. What is our strategy to get from our current reality to that future hope? The fourth question is, what are the winds and the waves that will beat against us as we make the journey? What are the threats to our journey? What are those things that will resist what we're trying to do? And the fifth question, maybe the most important of all, will we trust Jesus with the journey? For you see, even if we don't go, Jesus is, because he is always going. He is always looking for new places and new faces, new disciples. That's the call upon us. Can we make the journey this Lenten season? After all, it is the way of Jesus. May you be blessed as you wrestle with the questions and the answers.